Hi, my name is Robert Bitsko. I'm an English major at UC Santa Barbara. I think the most amazing thing, and this is kind of like an umbrella to the rest of my career as an English major at UCSB, which is realizing how much more I got to learn, and that I just scratched the surface of things, but through UCSB's program, I was able to delve deeper into topics that I would not have been able to on my own. What was at first just a hunch in regards to a lot of my thinking has become an actual discipline for me. And I can just specifically state, the moment when I started to work with my thesis advisor, where he suggested I read certain texts to give myself a voice to the thoughts that I had already been thinking. And this voice was along the academic lines as opposed to just personal or emotional. Michael Warner's work stems from a lot of LGBT minority work, especially involving spaces. And so what I was able to do with that was take two classic gay literature novels, which was Andrew Holleran's Dancer from the Dance, written in 1973, and Edmund White's Chaos. And using those two specific texts, I was able to look at how groups are formed, and specifically homosocialization pertaining to, I'd say, urban centers such as New York, and how I can apply that back to his theory of not necessarily a subculture, but a culture that is aware of their subordinate status. For me, as an English major, going from his work as from an essay to his book, I really put what his thoughts and academic practices were in something that was more palatable for me. This whole project started 3 years ago with a friend of mine gave me a book that said, "This is the best gay novel I've ever read." And I'm like, well, it got me thinking, what makes a gay novel a gay novel? Is it some aspect of sexuality? Is it identification or some sort of insight into oneself? And so that started my project. As I move on to grad school, I definitely want to pursue looking at drug addiction in the LGBT community and its representation within media. I would like to stay within literature, but I think it's important to look at other forms of media as well. There's been an English major, then there's been an English major at UCSB. And I don't know what it's like to be just an English major, but I know at UCSB, they've given me the agency to kind of do whatever I wanted research-wise. Yeah, I've had wonderful experiences with all my professors, and they've always been very supportive of my work. And not only that, they've given me all the guidance that I've needed to kind of push myself forward. They've pushed me to do better work. It's, like I said, it's given me the agency to succeed.